The reason 95% of Harvard applicants don't get in is because of this. And every year at the club fair, high schoolers join these clubs in hopes of getting random, meaningless ribbons.
And so ends your chance of getting into the school of your dream.
And sadly, by the end of this video, many of you are going to realize that the reason why so many people don't get in is because they're focusing too much on this instead of this.
But luckily, you're also going to learn the 4-part system to fix this, just like these two students did. But before we get into that, let's reveal the biggest problem you have: joining too many clubs. You've been told a countless number of times, everyone has grades now, do more activities and extracurriculars, and you'll get into your dream school. But it's simply not true. Why is that? The best extracurriculars mean different things to each person. And so does that mean that you have to become president of National Honor Society or cure cancer or do all of those things? Well, actually, it's none of them, because the best applicants are the ones who have a spike. And then that's why students don't get in. Because in order to find out what your spike is and then deliver on it, you have to join more clubs or do more activities. This is the trap that too many high schoolers fall into. They join too many clubs like National Honor Society, HOSA, Key Club, First Tech Robotics, National Science Honor Society, and before they know it, their spike is gone. Because if a school takes 1,000 kids who are all a jack of all trades, they'll get a really well-rounded student body for sure. But if they instead took 1,000 kids who each have their own spike and are unique and passionate about their own thing, they'll also get a well-rounded student body, except people will be exceptional at whatever they do. So to solve this, we have to focus on the other 3 parts of the system. Now you're probably wondering what these different parts are, so let me reveal the first one to you.
It's what I call your avatar.
Your avatar is not you. It's the one word that people can use to describe you. For some people, it's biologist. For others, it's simply compassionate. And for me personally, it was curious.
Your avatar is a key aspect in understanding your passion and what you want to pursue. Knowing what your avatar is will guide your extracurricular choices and help you focus on that spike. Now, once you have a clear understanding of your avatar, you can pursue extracurricular activities that correspond with it.
As daunting as it may seem, oftentimes seniors and upperclassmen are really happy to share their experiences. There's even tons of videos on YouTube from seniors and graduated seniors like me, in case you're too shy to talk to students from your own school. Reach out and ask about the clubs that they were involved in and the experiences they had. Was it worth it? Oftentimes you'll have seniors who spent 4 years in a club, and you may think that, hey, this senior got into this school, so I should do this club too. But you go up and you ask them and they're like, yeah, actually, I just stayed in that club. I should have probably dropped out of it in freshman year. It was not the thing that got me into the school. I personally didn't enjoy it. I didn't learn anything from it. And so there you go. You would have lost 4 years of your time if you joined that club and eventually come up with a great spike that can help on your admissions. Now we come to actually joining the clubs. And don't just join a club because you think it'll look good on college applications. Instead, use the golden rule. Focus on quality over quantity. Join a few clubs that truly interest you, and you will be able to make a meaningful impact in each of them. But there's a final step that's important. And this is the most important one. Don't fall into the sunk cost fallacy. Just because you joined a club, it does not mean you have to stay with it and continue with it for the rest of your high school experience. Even if you wasted 50 hours on the club or more, I don't care. If you're not enjoying it, if you're not having fun, if it's not helping you develop your spike, it's not worth it. Just make sure you learn from the experience, whether it was something you were actually doing in the club or learn from the experience of dropping an activity and helping you discover what your passions are. Please, just don't keep wasting time on that club junior or senior year. Just drop it now. And that's the huge mistake that I see everywhere, all across YouTube, on blogs, and by college consulting companies.
Now let's revisit the two students. First, we have Billy. Billy was an NHS member of Science National Honor Society, a HOSA team member, JV track, and did MUN once or twice. Here, we have Sally. Sally only did 3 activities: science research, and won an actual award, was the president of one club at her school, which was the only club she did, and volunteered at her local hospital.
Who gets in? It's Sally, duh.
But always remember one thing for extracurricular activities: quality is better than quantity. With this 4-part system, you'll develop your spike and hopefully get into the college of your dreams. My spike helped me get into my top 3 choices, which were Harvard, Stanford, and MIT. And if you want to know what my spike was, watch the next video on the screen, which will be a detailed guide on my stats, ECs, and awards.